Just like good morning, guys. Welcome to SMC with Arewa. This is going to be a very quick one. I'm sure we are not new to this ongoing trending news of Wasiu Ayinde, the popular musician, taking a new wife. And then we've been seeing some reactions from he is married to Titi Mashad. And then we've been seeing a lot of controversy surrounding the marriage, the said alleged marriage. There's a voice note that trended this evening. Let me play a little bit. I don't want to play much of the voice note though.
Don't worry, by the time you play this voice note for him, a bigger ultimate Olosho one. No, everybody knows you now. This is just the beginning. Don't bother about trying to figure out who this is or where this came from. There's no need. We are out here gunning for you alone. Yes, so I'm one of his side chicks. Yes. Don't worry, by the time you play this voice note for him, I'll say anything with Jeff. Worry. Idiot.
So, voice note in here, own trend. Then, some people, even though some people are saying that the voice sounded like the voice of Funke Akindele, although it did sound like a voice, but I'm very sure it is not Funke. 100% is not Funke Akindele. So, even though the person is saying it in that particular audio that she's one of the side chick of Wasiu Ayinde, that Rokpo, Emanuela Rokpo, the new incoming wife, should play it for Wasiu, that Wasiu will know who is speaking. Now, another person from the side of supporting Emanuela Rokpo came out to bash Titi. She said, let me read what that one wrote. It's a long epistle, but Ejeki Aka. The title is The Crash of Titi Masha, the biggest Mama Lawo of our time. Oh, how the mighty are falling. Titi, 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 how many times did I call you? Upon all your jabs, backbiting, envy, jealousy, evil heart, lies, etc. So K1 could still dump you. All your babalawo should been sacked immediately. Titi Mamalawo Isonu with the evil mind, always plotting the downfall of people. I would never have known you. You will go around shouting wolf now that you have been paid back in your own coin. How dare you feel bad and chattered about K1 leaving you for a prettier and more classy lady? Classy? Really? Time up. Lower by you. You thought you could use your Iya Kereni Tobi Idun system to keep him? She has 3 children for him. Hell no. Not even now that he knows exactly how evil you are. K1 Tijakpa finally. Have you forgotten your number on the K1 wife's name? You must be maybe number 1 million. As they come, they go. If your own blood sister, in bracket, Shalewa, that married K1 can come and go, as well as you still went to sleep with him and got pregnant. I heard your mom almost died when she heard you'd gotten pregnant for K1. Titi of the chop and clean mouth move. She likes to tusi anonymously. Coded tusi. Early morning runs with Textify from her Surulere shop. She did have a shop in Surulere. No one has to know. Guess what? We know a few of your coded tusi. Alaji Lati Matami that you stole from your friend Jumoke Anima Shaun. Ani Popo, Benga Eyeliner at Egben, that you left to go and marry K1. You wrecked that union with your smelly punani. Pasuma that you keep denying till date, but the whole of Lagos knows you have to see him. Tunde Basha that you had your first daughter for, who was given to you by his sister Nike Basha. No wonder you both wanted to use juju to finish each other. Is it Ajaga, the notorious area boy of Mushin, who you were to see codedly, so that no one will never find out that one na iya or your connect? No wonder both of you are inseparable. But guess what? K1 knows already. Taiwo Ayoku, Omo Baba Lowo, that you should have married when your parents were busy wasting money on your head in London. They did not know they were raising an area girl. Teddy Shine that thought he had found a wife material until he found out he was dating a low life Omota. Is it late Paul Palmer we want to talk about? Abi their father does juju for you in Ibafo that you could not keep your punani away from? Or make I talk about the escapade with Damola Sarakini? Or is it that smelly big-headed former chairman of Popo Aguda, who you did not want anyone to know about that you were to see him? Titi, your game is over. Time up for you. You did Jasote, you scatter K1 and all his children. I remember all you did to Seki, K1 daughter, that her father did not want to see her again. If your jazz was working, K1 won't leave you now. I even heard you have something in your locker that you leak to speak with customers when they enter your shop to buy stuff. And to think you always claim to have everybody's secret in your hand. You don't know people also have yours in their hands too? Now, look, they look you before. You keep lying that it is men that are chasing you. What people don't know about you is that you are a low life in the B world who can sleep with anything in trousers for money. My dear Titi, aka Mama Lao, the train has moved past your bus stop. It is time for you to go and bury your ugly looking face in shame and let the sleeping dogs lie. An onlooker. So that was a reaction from one of the Agborodus, supporting Emmanuela Rokpo. Now, when I now saw that, and I like, wait, since the person is listing the escapades of Titi Masha, let us talk about Emmanuela Rokpo too. Now, Emmanuela Rokpo too is not a saint now. Let me read one article. This article is, I think, it's like 4 years ago or something like that. If you want the link to the article, WhatsApp me, I will send it so that you can use your eye to read it. This one says, scandal trace Ooni of Ife incoming Olori Emmanuela Rokpo, list of her lovers uncovered rather. It is no longer news that the marriage of Ooni of Ife, Oba Adeyeye Ogunwusi, to Wuraola crashed, and details of how the royal family returned the bride price. What is of interest now is the fact that the king has gotten a replacement for Wuraola in the person of Emmanuela Rokpo. Emmanuela is said to be a divorcee, a single mother. Her last marriage was alleged to have been with a man simply named Femi, an oil dealer. According to sources close to her, the marriage was blessed with children, 2 girls, and later crashed. It was also alleged that she was once a mistress to one popular Abeokuta Fuji singer, Shefiu Alawo, aka Omoko, before meeting the Ooni of Ife. Her last relationship was with a top custom officer called Toye. He works at Idiroko border in Ogun State, and at the same time, she was seeing Shefiu Alawo, a reliable source alleged. Emmanuela, who was recently spotted at a function with the Ooni, was said to have met her through a popular business woman socialite who is very close to the 3 sisters of the king. From all indication, the king is in love, and findings reveal that in no time the king will tie with Emmanuela. Now, he claimed that some of the royal families are not comfortable with the king choice of the new Olori. That's one article. Another one again says she did came out to grant an interview to debunk the news then when it happened. Let me read the other article. But the new hoping to replace the queen has passed. Emmanuela Rokpo was twice married with children. She has been in circulation for a while. Only she has been in the way that other person alleged that Titi has been in circulation. Emmanuela Rokpo too is in circulation. Her first marriage to one Joshua Adewale, an oil dealer, produced 2 children, girls. Then she hooked one Femi and had a 3rd child, a boy. She had another one. She had allegedly been spotted with popular Abeokuta-based Fuji musician Shefiu Alawo Omoko, as well as a senior custom officer whose daughter got married recently at Oniru in Lagos, and one engineer Toye, who is allegedly a friend of the Ooni. It has been revealed that Emmanuela, who hails from Abeokuta in Ogun State, had just ended a well-documented, steaming love affair with Femi, who had moved into her house at Antony Estate in Ogba, Ikeja. Pictures taken when the love was blind has all been sent to newsmaker NG. Emanuela recently stepped out with the Ooni to attend a high society wedding in Lagos. We learned that one of the Ooni's sister, Adeshola, aka Yeye too, is not comfortable with the unfolding scenario. According to a source, Emanuela and the Ooni had been seeing each other before the crash of the Ooni's marriage. Another source said the romance was gingered after the marriage crashed in August, and Oscott went out looking for another queen for the king. Kí lẹ mean? Ṣé king wo lè pobìnrin fúnra débi pọ́n fẹ́ lọ máa bá wáyàwó ni? Ó mà gà báyìí o. Although tòótọ́ dẹ̀ tún nínú. One of the scouts to the Ooni's family is an Apapa, Lagos-based socialite and business tycoon. She hails from Ilesha, Gbogbo, and she's a toast of many musicians in Lagos. Emanuela is one of the ladies she has groomed in her circle. So ye underline the word. She allegedly introduced Emanuela to the king, and they took to each other like duck to water. But some of those in the know have started shouting in comma, let the buyer beware. That is, let the buyer beware. I don't know what that means. Emanuela has, however, started clearing the cobwebs on her part. First, she has allegedly picked a fight with Femi, the in-house lover, then sent him packing. Femi was an estate agent in Abuja before he moved in with Emanuela. Èwo ni kẹ́ máa moving kí ọkùnrin máa moving pẹ̀lú obìnrin no lágbára o. So that is some escapade of Emanuela Rokpo too. So the same way that other supporter of Titi Masha, although the voice message of the alleged Titi Masha supporter, I don't know, I don't think it is Titi Masha that sent that, because that one says she's one of the side chick too. Although, if you look at it in another way, how can a side chick come, bashing the new incoming wife for the sake of the already married wife? I mean, ṣé side chick wá ń jà fún ìyàwó ni àbí bí ti báwo? Torí kò yé wa. Anyways, òun lẹ ti gbọ́ yẹn. So it is getting groovy with Wasiu and his wives incomings and incoming wives. Ebe a ṣe fẹ́ dá ẹjọ́ ilé ìkó wáyé wa báyìí o. Ṣùgbọ́n ẹ jẹ́ kí a tẹ̀síwájú. Ká tó tẹ̀síwájú o. Àǹtí Títí Màṣá ń gbọ́ tòótọ́ ni. Iye wọ́n ní Wasiu fẹ́ àǹtí yín ṣaléwá kan. Ẹ̀yin náà ti wá lọ fẹ́ Wasiu. Mi ò mọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ èmi ìbéèrè lèmi béèrè o. Ṣó yé yín báwọn ìbéèrè kú lèmi kú béèrè. Àǹtí Emanuela Rokpo ẹ̀ ǹlẹ́ o. Incoming wives. Èmi ò tẹ̀ ní nǹkan tí n fẹ́ bá yín sọ torí mo fẹ́ bí pé past yẹn ni Títí náà dẹ̀ ní past tiẹ̀ káwọn máa fi past máa judge nísìnyí kò yé èmi o, ṣùgbọ́n nǹkan tèmi máa rí sọ nìyẹn. Mayegun of Oyoland káre o, continue scattering among ladies since 19 gbogboro, to the extent that this newly rumoured alleged wife of marriage of Wasiu Ayinde is even bringing out one of the ex-side chick of Pasuma Wonder, ìyẹn Larati náà, ìyẹn náà wọ́n tún ń drag lórí ọ̀rọ̀ ìyàwó tí Wasiu ṣe fẹ́ gbé àbí tó ti gbé yìí dẹ̀ ni o, àbí tó fẹ́ gbé dẹ̀ ní ká dẹ̀ sọ o. Àbí ṣé bá fẹ́ kí n post fídíò ti ìyẹn ex-girlfriend di Pasuma Lára tóun náà tó ń rojọ́ lórí kò ṣe Wasiu. Ẹ kọ́mẹ́ǹtì o, àwọn ẹ̀bọ̀ kú làwà kú ń ṣe ń bí, àwọn ò mọ anybody rí, àwọn ò dẹ̀ lọ́lọ́ta. Disclaimer, we don't know anybody. We are simply doing amebo based on an expose àbí on the news on the internet. Kò sí nǹkan tó jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ. Ẹ jẹ́ kí a tẹ̀síwájú.